Welcome to the Reality Revolution. This is our first walking activation, walking into your optimal timeline. Not sure how many of you have tried walking meditations. Dr. Joe is a big fan of them. If you ever attend one of his amazing events, he always includes a walking meditation. There's something transcendent in the simple act of walking, a primal rhythm that reconnects you to the very essence of what it means to be human. Each step becomes a meditation in motion, a silent conversation between body and earth that has remained unchanged since our ancestors first stood upright and gazed toward distant horizons. The cadence of footfalls creates a heartbeat with the world, synchronizing your breath with the whispers of wind through leaves, the distant calls of birds, the subtle symphony of existence that often goes unheard in our hurried lives. In walking, you discover the perfect pace for wonder. Not so fast that beauty blurs past unnoticed, not so slow that you lose the momentum that carries thought forward into new territories of understanding. In the process of walking, our minds are freed from the constraints of stillness. We begin to wander paths as unpredictable and miraculous as those our feet might discover. Ideas connect that previously stood apart. Solutions emerge to questions long pondered. Creativity flows not despite our movement, but because of it. As if each step generates the electricity of inspiration that illuminates corners of consciousness previously shrouded in shadow. This is perhaps walking's greatest gift, the paradoxical discovery that by moving forward in physical space, we create the perfect conditions for the mind to roam free across the boundless landscapes of imagination. You can use walking as a form of meditation, manifestation, and transformation. And if you want to travel into alternate timelines, into different realities, the best way to do it is through a walking activation that we're going to do today. So if you can walk, ride a bike, or even go for a drive, you will find power in this activation. Imagine this, that every step you take is literally creating your future. Not metaphorically, physically, quantum mechanically, neurologically real. The simple act of walking, this primal rhythm encoded in your DNA, is the most powerful tool you've been overlooking to reshape your entire existence. This isn't another meditation. This is an activation. In the next few minutes, as your body moves forward through physical space, your consciousness will be moving forward through possibility space, slicing through the quantum foam of potential realities and carving the exact timeline where everything you've been seeking, the prosperity, the connections, the fulfillment, is waiting for you to simply step into it. Science has shown us that motion changes brain chemistry. Forward motion literally rewires neural pathways. And what we're doing here is harnessing that biological phenomenon and amplifying it exponentially with precisely calibrated linguistic patterns that speak directly to your subconscious mind. The most revolutionary ideas are often the simplest. Walking into your optimal timeline is not complicated. It is inevitable once you understand the mechanics. So put on your headphones, step outside, and prepare to participate in the most important journey you'll ever take, the one where each footstep collapses infinite potential into your perfect reality. If you're not able to walk, you can walk around your apartment if that's easier. Just know that your optimal timeline is waiting, and we can walk there together. You have arrived at the perfect moment, exactly when you were meant to. I'm thrilled you're here because What we're about to experience together isn't just another guided journey, it's an activation of potential that's been waiting dormant in your very cells. This walking activation operates on principles far beyond meditation. This activation demands movement, physical, intentional forward motion that mirrors the quantum momentum you're creating in your life trajectory. Your body moving through space becomes the vehicle for your consciousness moving through possibility. Once you begin this walk, by the time you're done, you will find yourself in an entirely different universe. This activation is specifically engineered for forward motion. Whether you're walking through a park, cycling down a path, or driving along a highway, that physical momentum creates neurological conditions impossible to replicate in stillness. The rhythmic pattern of your steps, the synchronized breath, the horizon constantly revealing itself. These elements combine to create the perfect neurobiological state for timeline shifting. With each step forward, each literal movement through physical space, you are not just moving symbolically toward your future, you are literally walking into the optimal timeline where prosperity flows naturally, where love surrounds you effortlessly, where happiness isn't something you chase but something you inhabit. The mechanics of reality respond to intention paired with physical action in ways science is only beginning to understand. What we're about to experience will reverberate through every dimension of your existence. This will be transformative. The path beneath your feet is about to become a bridge between realities. The timeline where everything you've visualized, everything you've desired, everything you've worked toward converges into magnificent manifestation is just ahead of you. So adjust your headphones, feel the ground beneath you, and prepare to step consciously, powerfully, inevitably into the version of reality where you are already everything you've dreamed of becoming. Do you feel that? The rhythm of your feet connecting with the earth beneath you? This primal dance of motion. This pendulum swing of limbs through space. This is where transformation begins. Become aware of how your body moves through the world, not just mechanically, but magnificently. Notice how your weight shifts from heel to toe, how your arms counterbalance with natural precision, how your breath synchronizes with your stride. This movement is not random. It's the physical manifestation of your consciousness carving pathways through existence. Each step you take is a micro decision point, a quantum choice splitting infinite futures into distinct pathways. With every footfall, you're selecting one possibility from endless potentials. The universe bends and reshapes around these choices, these steps, these moments of decisive action. Feel the air against your skin, cool or warm, still or stirring, caressing you as you move forward. Hear the symphony of sounds around you, near and distant, natural and human-made, scoring the soundtrack of your transformation. See the world not as static but as unfolding, revealing itself precisely as you approach it. Your movement through physical space mirrors your movement through time itself. The past is behind you. The future is ahead, malleable and responsive to your intentions. And this precious moment, this step right now, the only point where transformation is possible. Step and step and step again. each movement synchronized with my words, creating a resonance between your body's rhythm and your mind's awakening. Movement becomes meaning. Cadence becomes creation. Your walk becomes a willful act of reality creation. The timeline of your optimal future is not separate from you. It's encoded in your very movement. See it in the horizon. Feel how your body already knows the way, how it leans naturally toward the path of greatest potential. Trust this intelligence that runs deeper than thought. With each step forward, your senses sharpen. Colors intensify. Sounds clarify. Sensations deepen. This heightened awareness is not coincidental. It's your consciousness expanding to perceive the fuller spectrum of possibility that has always surrounded you, unnoticed, until now. Step into this awareness. Step into this power. Step into the knowledge that your physical journey and your consciousness journey are one and the same. A magnificent experience of becoming. Now that your senses are awake, feel the difference between walking with purpose and merely moving through space. Because here is what most people don't realize. There are invisible barriers woven through the quantum field, thought patterns calcified into reality. You can see them all around you, blocking your access to the timeline of extraordinary wealth. These barriers weren't created overnight. They were built brick by brick with every "money doesn't grow on trees" you heard as a child, with every "who do you think you are" that made you question your worth, with every "be realistic" that clipped the wings of your financial imagination. But here is the magnificent truth. These barriers dissolve when confronted with conscious movement. Each step you take can erase decades of financial programming. So right now, as you continue walking, I want you to identify the single most powerful limiting belief about money that's been haunting your consciousness. Maybe it's "I don't deserve wealth." Perhaps it's "money requires struggle," or "wealth corrupts good people." Whatever it is, see it, not as an abstract concept, but as a physical barrier on your path, a wall of energy, a threshold of limitation. Now, with 7 steps integrated into all your steps, you will walk straight through this barrier. With 1 step, you feel the resistance, the weight of this belief system pressing against you. In the 2nd step, notice how this belief shaped your financial choices, keeping you on the timeline of limitation rather than expansion. With the 3rd step, you recognize that this belief isn't the truth, it's programming. Code that can be rewritten with every intentional step. You take your 4th intentional step and you feel your movement starting to dissolve this barrier, your forward momentum creating cracks in its foundation. And with the 5th step, with each breath, you inhale possibility, exhale limitation. Your body becomes a vessel for prosperity consciousness. The 6th step, the barrier begins to thin, becomes transparent. And the 7th step is breakthrough. You feel yourself bursting through this limitation, the energy of the barrier dissolving completely into particles of light that now fuel your forward momentum. You've just recoded your relationship with money at the quantum level. But we're not stopping there. Look around your mental landscape now. Notice the subtle pathways of thought that have kept you financially small. The comparisons to others, the fear of outshining your parents, the worry about what others might think of your success. These aren't just thoughts. They are timelines of limitation stretching behind and before you. With each step you now take, you're walking away from these old financial stories. Feel how differently you move, knowing these stories no longer define you. Your posture shifts, your breath deepens, your stride lengthens. I want you to physically feel yourself stepping away from the timeline where money is scarce, where prosperity is for others, where wealth requires sacrifice. Step away from the belief that wealth is selfish. Step away from the fear that you'll lose yourself if you become rich. Step away from the idea that money is complicated or difficult to manage. Step away from any guilt about wanting more than you currently have. Each step creating distance between you and these old patterns. Each step accelerating your shift to the timeline of abundance. Now I want you to quicken your pace slightly. Feel the momentum building as you actively walk away from financial mediocrity. As if you're leaving a party that no longer serves you, without making excuses, without looking back, with absolute certainty in your direction. Now for the next 10 steps, I want complete silence in your mind, complete receptivity. No thoughts about money, success, or the future, just pure open awareness as you walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In this silence, feel the space you've created, the vacuum of possibility that follows the release of limitation. This emptiness isn't lack, it's potential, pure, unformed, financial potential waiting for your new instructions. Your consciousness is now primed. The old financial programming has been disrupted. The path to your wealthy timeline is clear. You've created the perfect conditions for the quantum leap we're making together. With each step forward, you're not just moving through space, you're moving through possibility. You're not just covering distance, you're claiming destiny. Your wealthy timeline isn't something you're walking toward, it's something you're walking into with every deliberate step. The interference is cleared, the barriers are gone, the path is open. You are already on your way with every additional step that you take. And as you continue your forward momentum, I want you to become aware of something extraordinary happening in this moment. Your walking has brought you to a sacred threshold, a convergence point, where all possible versions of your future self exist simultaneously. This isn't metaphorical, it's quantum mechanics at its most profound level. Right now, as you move through space, you're approaching the nexus point where all these potential timelines intersect. Feel the energy intensifying around you as you draw closer to this convergence. The air seems to vibrate differently here. The light bends uniquely. Even your footsteps sound different as you approach this quantum crossroads. With each step, you're moving closer to the moment of choice, the precise point where you get to select which timeline becomes your reality. And make no mistake, there is a version of you already experiencing unimaginable wealth. Right now, this version exists, breathing the same air as you, feeling the same sun, but experiencing a reality where money flows to you with astonishing ease. Can you sense this wealthy version of yourself? They are reaching towards you across the quantum field, inviting you to step into their reality. Their bank accounts overflow. Their investments multiply exponentially. Their financial worries have dissolved completely. Their relationship with money is one of joyful partnership rather than struggle. You're just moments away from merging with this version of yourself. With every step, you get closer and closer. 3 more steps now. Feel the timelines begin to converge. 1, boundaries between possible futures grow thin. 2, the quantum field responds to your intention. 3, and stop. This is the moment, the convergence point. Stand perfectly still for just a moment. Feel the swirling potential all around you. Every possible financial future exists right here, right now. The version where you struggle, The version where you merely survive, the version where you experience moderate success, and the version where wealth finds you with magnetic precision, where abundance chases you down, where prosperity becomes your natural state of being. Now, with absolute clarity and unwavering intention, I want you to physically turn your body 15 degrees to the right. This slight adjustment is your quantum choice, your physical declaration to the universe that you are selecting the timeline of extraordinary wealth. As you complete this turn, feel yourself stepping in to this new path, the path where money recognizes you as its preferred destination, the path where wealth accumulates around you as naturally as oxygen fills your lungs, the path where prosperity isn't something you chase, but something that chases you. Resume walking now on this new trajectory, slightly different. Feel the difference immediately. There's a lightness to your step, a certainty in your movement. Your body recognizes this path. It's the one you were always meant to walk. With each step you take now, you're not creating wealth, you're claiming the wealth that already belongs to you in this timeline. You're not becoming prosperous, you're remembering the prosperity that is your natural state. Feel how differently money moves in this reality. Instead of resistance, there's receptivity. Instead of scarcity, there's sufficiency. Instead of anxiety, there's anticipation. This is not a mindset shift. This is a complete reality shift, enabled by your walking. You made your choice. You selected your timeline. You've committed to the path of prosperity with your entire being, mind, body, and consciousness united in this decision. And as you continue walking, you are physically embodying this choice with every step. Your movement through space is simultaneously your movement through possibility. Each footfall a confirmation, each stride an affirmation, each breath a declaration. You have arrived at the intersection of intention and manifestation. You have chosen the timeline of extraordinary wealth, and now you're walking into physical reality with unwavering certainty. The convergence is complete, the choice is clear. Now look deeply into the horizon. And as you hold this intention deeply within you, and you feel the plat behind you activate, and you feel the shift, you can see in the distance the shift. You may see new buildings appear. You can actually see the reality change. And now that you've stepped onto your optimal timeline, it's time to build momentum to transform this quantum potential into tangible financial reality. As you continue walking, I want you to begin seeing money not as an abstract concept, but as a tangible energy that responds to your movement through space. You can see this energy all around you, in the plants, on the sidewalk, in the air. With each step you take now, specific amounts of money are being magnetized toward you with each step. I want you to see these numbers with crystal clarity: $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, $500,000, $1 million with each step. These aren't fantasies. These are financial coordinates on your new timeline. Feel these large sums of money moving towards you with the same certainty that your feet move forward on this path. I want you to see your bank account as a digital display appearing just ahead of you on your path. Watch as the numbers begin shifting, adding zeros, expanding beyond what you previously thought possible. See the balance growing. $10,000 becomes $100,000, becomes $1 million. As you walk, your very posture is changing to match the energy of extraordinary wealth. Feel your spine straightening, your shoulders relaxing, your chin lifting slightly. This is how your wealthy version moves through the world. This is you now, with quiet confidence that comes from knowing abundance is your natural state. Your walking pace becomes unhurried yet purposeful. Your breathing becomes deeper, full, the breath of someone who knows their worth. With every step affirm, Money flows to me effortlessly. Step. Wealth accumulates around me naturally. Step. I attract large sums of money with ease. Step. I deserve extraordinary abundance. Step. My capacity to receive is unlimited. Your footsteps are literally imprinting these truths into the quantum field. Your forward motion is directly accelerating your financial flow. Just as a moving object creates momentum, your physical movement is creating financial momentum. For every mile you walk in physical space, your wealth is multiplying exponentially in energetic space. Movement equals money. Motion equals multiplication. Look ahead on your path now. See financial opportunities appearing before you. Doors opening, connections forming, ideas crystallizing. There's the business opportunity that generates recurring revenue. There's the investment that multiplies your wealth. There's the perfect property that appreciates beyond expectations. If there's any remaining doubt about deserving this level of abundance, address it now. Some part of you may still whisper, "Who am I to have millions?" Answer with each step, "I am exactly the person meant to have this wealth." Step. My prosperity serves everyone around me. Step. My abundance creates more abundance for others. Step. The universe is unlimited, and so am I. This isn't arrogance, it's alignment. Now, with your next 7 steps, you're going to activate 7 distinct financial energy centers in your body. Each step channels prosperity consciousness through a different aspect of your being. First step, activate your foundation. Feel the wealth energy rising from the earth through your feet, stabilizing your financial base. With the second step, activate your creation center. And the third step, activate your core power. With the fourth step, activate your heart center. Feel prosperity expanding, your capacity to receive without limitation. The fifth step, activate your expression. Feel wealth consciousness rising to your throat. The sixth step, activate your vision. Feel prosperity illuminating your mind's eye. The seventh step, activate your connection to infinite supply. Feel wealth energy bursting through the crown of your head, connecting you directly to the cosmic source of all abundance. Your entire being is now aligned with wealth. You've become a living conductor of prosperity energy. You've activated the energy centers of abundance. You've aligned with wealth consciousness. Now it's time to fully inhabit this wealthy timeline, to experience it with every sense, to embody it with every cell, to walk through it not as a visitor but as a rightful inhabitant. As you continue walking, I want you to experience this timeline with extraordinary sensory clarity. This is the reality where your financial worth has multiple commas, where 7-figure deposits appear in your accounts with delightful regularity. See yourself opening your banking app and feeling that rush of expansive energy as you view balances that once seemed impossible. Feel the weight of the premium credit card in your wallet, how different it feels from the cards you carried before. Heavier, significant, the embodiment of financial power. Now step into a vivid scene from this wealthy timeline. You're walking through the entrance of your ideal home. Notice the quality of light streaming through perfectly positioned windows. Feel the temperature precisely calibrated for your comfort. This is a physical manifestation of your consciousness. Experience the freedom of making decisions without consulting your bank balance. Feel the expansiveness of knowing you can say yes to what calls your soul without hesitation, without calculation, without compromise. Notice how differently you move in this wealthy timeline. Your pace is unhurried yet intentional. Your gestures are measured yet expressive. Your presence commands respect without demanding it. Walk now as if you already possess everything you've envisioned, because in this timeline you do. Your shoulders are relaxed, your spine elongated, your chin lifted, you're breathing deep and steady, the breath of someone who knows their place in the world and owns it completely. Your eyes scan the horizon, not with hunger but with calm appreciation. You don't have the posture of wanting, it's the posture of having. With each step, affirm your wealthy reality. I am financially free. Each footfall confirming, I generate wealth effortlessly. Each stride declaring money multiplies around me. Each breath asserting prosperity seeks me out. Each moment cementing abundance is my natural state. These aren't aspirations, they're declarations of what already exists on this timeline that you've walked into. Your next steps will lock in different aspects of your wealthy reality. With every footfall, be a quantum stamp of certainty. With one step, you lock in your $1 million mindset, the mental framework that makes wealth inevitable. And another step locks you in to wealth magnetism, the energy field that attracts opportunities effortlessly. And another step, you lock in your financial intuition, the inner guidance system that recognizes perfect investments instantly. Another step locks in your money management mastery. Another step locks in your abundance partnerships, the connections with others who accelerate your prosperity. Another step locks in your legacy of generosity. And another step locks in your luxury experiences. With another step, you lock in your time freedom, and another step locks in your wealth identity. And with one more step, you lock in your financial fearlessness. Feel the momentum building with each step. Wealth isn't just flowing towards you, it's accelerating towards you, like a snowball rolling downhill. Your prosperity grows larger, moves faster, gains unstoppable momentum with every single step, with every movement forward. What took years for others happens in months for you now. What took months happens in weeks. What took weeks manifests in hours. Your posture on this timeline reveals your new relationship with money. Your shoulders no longer carry the weight of financial worry. Your jaw no longer holds the tension of scarcity thinking. Your breath no longer catches with the anxiety of not enough. Your eyes no longer narrow with the suspicion that abundance is for others but not for you. Instead, you move through this timeline with the natural confidence of someone who knows that prosperity isn't possible, it's inevitable. You breathe with steady rhythm, someone who understands that wealth isn't something you chase, it's something you embody. You've activated the energies, you've walked the path, you've embodied the timeline. Now comes the moment of complete integration, where your physical movement becomes the mechanism that fuses wealth consciousness permanently into the very structure of your being. As you continue walking, imagine each cell in your body as a microscopic receptor for prosperity energy. With every step, wealth consciousness circulates through your bloodstream, infuses your tissues, permeates your organs, restructures your DNA. Feel this wealth energy flowing from the ground through your feet, up your legs, into your core, spreading through your chest, down your arms, up your neck, illuminating your mind. This circulation is synchronized perfectly with your walking rhythm, a perpetual current of prosperity consciousness flowing through your entire system. Now ahead of you on this path, see your future wealthy self standing before you, not as a distant figure, but as a fully realized version of you that exists just moments ahead on your timeline. Notice how they carry themselves, how they look at the world. With your next 7 steps, you're going to walk directly into this future self, merging your energies completely. Their outline begins to shimmer as you approach. You feel the magnetic pull between you intensifying. The boundary between you and this wealthy version begins to dissolve. Your energy fields start to overlap, creating a resonance of prosperity. You take another step and the merger begins. Your consciousness expands to encompass their wealth perspective. You feel their confidence, their certainty, their prosperity awareness flooding through you. In the final step, you have complete integration. You and your wealthy future self are now one being existing in this present moment. Feel this integration in every aspect of your being. Your cells vibrate at the frequency of abundance. Your neural pathways fire in patterns of prosperity. Your heart beats in rhythm with wealth consciousness. This isn't something happening to you. It's something happening as you. With each step now, silently declare these wealthy identity statements, allowing each one to land precisely with your footfall, creating a kinesthetic anchor in your body. I am wealth. I am prosperity in motion. I am a money magnet of extraordinary power. I am financially unlimited in every way. I am the embodiment of abundance. I'm a multimillionaire in consciousness and reality. I am wealth manifested in human form. Your movement, your breath, and your prosperity consciousness are now perfectly aligned. With each inhale, you draw in potential. With each exhale, you manifest abundance. With each step, you anchor wealth into physical reality. This trinity of movement creates an unstoppable force that reshapes your financial destiny. In this perfect synchronization, experience the complete embodiment of your wealthy identity. Notice how this integration changes everything about your presence in the world. Your voice resonates differently. Your energy field expands. Time itself begins to operate differently around you. Opportunities that would have taken years to manifest appear in days. Resources that would have required decades of accumulation flow to you in moments. The universe reorganizes itself to match your new wealth vibration with astonishing speed. Feel this. It's transformative on the quantum level with every step. You haven't just changed your thinking about money, you've changed your energetic relationship with the very fabric of abundance itself. Keep walking as this integrated being. Keep breathing as this wealthy self. I want you to anchor this entire experience with a simple gesture that you can use anytime, anywhere, to instantly recall this wealthy state. Touch your thumb to your middle finger. Create a perfect circle. Whenever you make this gesture, feel the immediate rush of prosperity consciousness flooding your system. Your cells remember, your nervous system recognizes, your entire being responds. Understand with complete clarity, this new prosperous timeline isn't something waiting to manifest. You've walked into it. It is activated through your steps. The energetic shift has already occurred. The quantum selection has already been made. The abundance is already in motion towards you. Each time you engage in forward motion, whether walking, running, cycling, driving, you strengthen this activation. Movement isn't just exercise, it's financial empowerment. Motion isn't just physical, it's monetary. Your body is moving through space, continuing to collapse the distance between you and your extraordinary wealth. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to guide you through this transformation, to witness your shift from possibility to certainty, from scarcity to abundance, from hoping for wealth to embodying it completely. As you continue walking now, either with my voice or with music alone, know this with unshakable certainty. You haven't just visualized a wealthy future, you've selected it, stepped into it, became it. This is not just something coming to you, it's arriving. Your abundance isn't developing, it's accelerating. Your wealthy reality isn't forming, you have walked into it. You are now walking as wealth itself, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what you've set in motion today. Welcome to the reality revolution.